Hyperia at Thorpe Park has had a very troubled opening with the means of rolling back, stopping on the lift hill, exit gate not closing, and somehow much more. So Hyperia has had quite a troubled opening in the past month it has been open, minus the 3 weeks it's been closed. And I'll also be discussing what is next for the ride and how the future looks for Hyperia. Friday the 24th of May, Hyperia's open day. At around 5 PM, the ride shuts and this audio plays.
In Fearless Valley, Hyperia is currently experiencing a temporary delay and has ceased operation. At present, we are unsure how long the delay may be, but hope to be back in operation soon. Thank you for your patience. Once again, Hyperia is experiencing a temporary delay, and we hope to resume rides again soon.
After 30 minutes of no information, the train dispatched out of the station and then continues running for the rest of the day. But what the problem was that the park said that it broke due to a failure in the exit gate, which to no one's surprise was a lie, as the problem was actually the lift hill. This point is proven as literally the next day Thorpe puts out a statement on Twitter and Instagram that Hyperia is experiencing technical difficulties with the ride's lift hill. And speaking of lift hill failures, as of writing this script, the 24th of June, the second car on Hyperia got stuck on the top of the lift hill. So in that statement, Thorpe said that Hyperia will reopen on the 8th of June, and spoiler alert, it didn't. So later on they did some testing and got it fixed by the 12th of June, 3 weeks later from opening day. With the great news of it opening, I decided to go. A few days later, it broke again. After the 3-week downtime, a random rattle had just spawned in. Now I didn't see this as a problem, as it is very subtle in the back half of the train. But once I had a ride on row 3, that rattle was very noticeable. It's like a mix between the rattle on Mandrill Mayhem when you come back into the station, and Saw. At this point, this rattle was keeping loads of people from putting this coaster as number 1. The victims of this rattle does not depend on height, like most coasters like Colossus. I spoke to Digital Dan not that long ago and he said that the rattle is still easily recognisable at his height. However, I'm by no means short, but I do know someone who is. I guess I stand corrected. Hyperia's rattle is height dependent. At some point I figured this would have happened, as the Immelman is around 180 feet and the outer bank turn is about 160. So the speed that the car will take that element is very slow. This will be even slower without any riders or water dummies, as when a train is full there is less friction on the track, making it go faster. Empty, there is more friction, so that is why there was a rollback. So partially due to a fault on the second train, and when they re-added the second train onto the ride, it got stuck, resulting in the park taking it off again. But from around the 26th of June, the park have re-added the second train back onto the track, and since then the ride has been running A-OK. What is next for Hyperia? Well, as much as I think it will be fine, but for the sake of the video I have to say at least something. I think that with the troubled past of Hyperia's opening, that again in the summer, Hyperia's motor will probably give out again. This will make Hyperia close for another few weeks, and Thorpe Park will lose another bazillion pounds. I also think that in the next 20 years, Hyperia will get a retrack just like Nemesis Reborn, Reborn, Inferno 2, The Haunted Mansion Strikes Back. That's close enough, I'm just going to say that instead. Thorpe Park will do this so they make sure that the ride doesn't fall apart when it is Colossus's age now. Also, Thorpe Park will never get rid of Hyperia unless they go bankrupt or get attacked by an alien invasion. This is because Hyperia for them is a staple attraction, as it's the UK's tallest, fastest and most weightless coaster. So Hyperia has had a very troubled opening, and Thorpe has been very open about this and their attempt on fixing Hyperia. And I'm not saying that this is Thorpe's fault, as things like this does happen, and it is just bad luck. I hope to see Hyperia running perfect for the summer, and if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments. Bye!